Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with the last update for my Panda palette before the finale. Since I started the Panda palette for this palette back in January or end of January, I do want to do a full year with it, but I'm actually going to post my introduction for my 2021 Panda palette in my next video, which should go up tomorrow. So before we jump into the update on this palette, if you're new here, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you in the family. But let's just talking about where I was with this palette last month. So as always, I'm going to insert the picture of where I was with this palette last month, so you will have that up now. And as you can see, I did have a little bit of the darker highlighting shade left, but then after I used that up, I did actually repress the Franken shade into that larger pan. So I will insert the picture of what the palette looked like after I repressed it too, so you can see what that looks like. So this is basically where I was with the starting point. I do have a little bit of progress in this picture compared to the actual first initial one, but I just wanted to show you what the palette looked like when I first repressed that Franken shade. But I'm happy to report that this is what my palette looks like now. So I do have quite a bit of progress in here, and I'm just gonna start going through what all of the differences are. So the first shade that I'm been working on that I still have left in this palette is this gold right here. I can't remember if I did have a goal on this shade. I think I might have had a goal to use up half of what I have left, and I do definitely think I have done that. I am getting quite low on this now. I haven't cleared out kind of half of what I had, but I kind of worked down it evenly, so I'm getting really low on this. It's actually getting a bit harder to pick up as well because it's getting so thin, so I might actually repress this throughout January just to get the last bit of this, but I definitely foresee this shade being done by the finale. The next shade that I am still working on is this deep brown here, and that is actually what I used to repress this Franken shade. So I did use a large chunk of that eyeshadow to do that Franken shade, which is why there is so much progress in the pictures. But even after the repressing, I have used this tons and tons. So I have used this actually 16 times on its own as a deepen up shade, and I forgot to mention the gold I have used 11 times. Then we move on to this cool brown here, or the dark cool brown down at the corner. I haven't been using this because I feel like these two shades are too similar, and I do prefer this one, and I'd rather finish this one up completely than have decent use on both, if that makes sense. So I have been skipping this, so I haven't had any uses in this shade in the last month. So let's move on to the purple shade here. So this purple shade I have used a lot as well. I believe this is another one that I had a goal on. With this one I wanted to clear out at least kind of the corner down here, so you can definitely see that I've done. I have expanded the palette quite a lot in this shade, which I'm really excited about. This is probably the shade that I'm most worried about not finishing by the end of the year. I'm not completely sure if I'll finish this deep brown either, because you need so little of it because it's quite pigmented, but I am still hopeful about that one. But with this purple one, it's just a lot of product still there, so will probably have to push myself a lot to actually finish that up. But even if I have a little bit left of it, I might just continue using it until it's completely done. But I am really excited about the progress that I was able to make on this over the last month. And I'm not sure if I mentioned already, but I did use this 17 times over the last month. Then the final shade that I have in the palette is my Franken shade right here. I did repress quite a bit of this when I did my repressing video, because I use this quite a lot now. I have been using it kind of as a bronzer slash contour shade, as well as a crease shade, and in total I have used this 28 times over the last month, so almost every single time I did my makeup. And I believe I did have another goal with this one, which was to pan on the new Franken shade, and as you can see I have done that. It's a bit of a strange pan because I'm wearing this down quite evenly when I do use it as a contour shade, but I do definitely have pan in it now, so I am 100% sure I will be able to finish this up completely before next update. If I do actually finish it in the middle of the month or something like that, I might repress a little bit more of this to a Franken shade, just so that I can definitely finish this up. But it all depends on how long it takes to finish this Franken shade. But that is where I am with this palette at the moment. I am so happy to see so much progress in this palette now, and it's funny to think that at the beginning of this year this was basically brand new. I don't think I've used it much at all, and now I have so much progress in it. So I am hopeful that I will finish the majority of this palette. I think the two shades, like I said, that I don't think I'm going to finish. I mean, definitely not this one, and then this one I doubt that I'm going to be able to finish, and then I'm hoping to actually finish this one as well. So I'm think at the end of the project I'm only gonna have these 2 shades left, which I am super excited about. So yeah, that is basically it for this update. Since we are at the last update, I'm not gonna set any goals. I'm just gonna have the goal to finish as much of this as possible, and hopefully I will have a really excited finale by the end of next month. So there you guys was it for my quick Planet Palette update today. Like I said, I'm gonna announce what I'm planning for my 2021 Planet Palette in the video that's going up tomorrow. So you will see what I'm planning then. I know I did have my voting a few months ago. Was it a month ago? I think it must have been a bit more than that. But I was kind of asking you for your opinion on what I should pan. So that will all be announced tomorrow, and I will discuss all of the palettes that I had in the kind of voting for my next Planet Palette. So if you are looking forward to seeing that, please check in tomorrow for my video. And other than that, I hope you're having an amazing day, and I will talk to you in that video. Bye bye!